Okay, tell me when. Hey, Facebook friends, this is, guess who? Just sitting around the office playing with a little riff for a new song. Thought I'd include you. Fun little musical thing, just playing with. New songs. I'm real excited about new songs because we are going to take these new songs to Jerusalem. We're going to leave here September 22nd, and we're going to come back. Well, if you go on the tour with us, you'd be coming back October 2nd, 10 days, a brand new recording, all new music. I'm very, very excited about this. This is the first really all Wilbur Ministries tour recording live in Jerusalem. Yeah, if you check the dates, it is the entire Feast of Tabernacles. We'll be staying in one hotel in Jerusalem, one of my favorite hotels, and every night we're in the land, we'll be there. So it's not pack up, move 2 nights there, pack up, move 2 more nights there, pack up, move 3 nights there. No, we're going to stay in one hotel the whole time, and then we're going to do day trips out. But we've got special partners that have joined us for this. I'll tell you more about it on another posting, but I'm putting together my dream team, the best arrangers, the best producers, the best songwriters, including my daughter-in-law Sharon, Joshua Aaron, some of the people that you already know, Jamie Hillsden, and other people from Israel, particularly millennials. A big purpose of this, if you don't know, is to encourage and build up the body in the land, and I'm going to be using a lot of them as singers and players. But the International Christian Embassy has given us a night of the feast, not this year now, 2018, next year. So you have plenty of time to plan and get your deposits in. In fact, if you go to my webpage, paulwilber.com, that's easy to remember. It's also wilberministries.com, but paulwilber.com we purchased years ago and have just never really used it very much. paulwilber.com, and right there on the front page, there's a link. Click on that link, and it'll take you to the sign-up page. You put your money down, secures you a seat, not only in the bus to tour, not only to join me for worship times around the land and our team, but for the night, the special night of worship. And this is going to be like a Shalom Jerusalem-esque Jerusalem Arise with band, orchestra, choir, singers, dancers, banners. It's a big celebration. It's the 70th anniversary of the rebirth of the State of Israel, which we're going to be doing musically and video-wise. But don't you know that the life of Yeshua, the life of Jesus, parallels the life of Israel, from coming out of the desert and on and on and on. And we have some special partners who are going to join us in telling the story, capturing it, telling the story, and then there's more. I don't want to overstate things right now, but going to be amazing. And you're going to hear more about this as the weeks go by. But I want to encourage you to click on that link, paulwelber.com, and get your name on there, because we haven't even put this out yet, really, and 30 seats are gone. So how many? I don't know, and I'm not going to say. I don't want to limit God, but I believe, well, the very first seat came from across the pond somewhere. I want to say Norway or Sweden or someplace exotic like that. Maybe it was Netherlands, but it wasn't the United States or Canada or Latin America. And listen, if you're watching and you're some of our family in America Latina, I want to encourage you. We get enough of you coming from Honduras or Guatemala or Costa Rica. I'll be in Bolivia next week, the second week or third week of August. We were just in Guayaquil, Ecuador. If we get enough of you to fill a bus, we'll have Spanish-speaking tour guides. You don't have to be concerned about missing out on anything. So, ¿por qué? Porque español es la lengua del cielo, no? So.
Can you play Praise Adonai?
Praise Adonai in Spanish?
I'm getting a lot of requests for
Oh.
Praise Adonai.
Who is like him, lying in the land, seated on his throne? Mountains bow down, and every ocean goes to the Lord of hosts. Come praise him, alive your name. Desde el amanecer hasta el atardecer, alaba tu name. Y que toda su creación, cada pueblo y nación canta. Quien como él, Cordero Minero, en el trono está. Las montañas y el océano claman al Señor. Come on, sing it, praise Adonai. From the rising of the sun to the end of every day, praise Adonai. Oh, come to the throne, cada pueblo y nación canta. Even my Harley clock is singing along. And all that has breath or batteries, praise the Lord. Well, I need to sing that in Portuguese. You know how long it's been since I've been in Brazil? It's probably been now 5 years. But we need to get back there. Sao Paulo, give me a call. Come on. Rio de Janeiro. Eu sou brasileiro. Call me. I'll come. Yeah. And the third week of this month, we're going to be in Bolivia. We seem to be going there once a year now. So if you're there in Bolivia, be watching and listening to your Christian radio stations, because I'm sure the advertisements will be there. Also, if you'd like a chance at a free trip with us next year, I mean, how many of you, let me see your hands, how many of you would like to join us and be given a free trip? Airfare, ground transportation, hotels, food. If you join Wilber Ministries as a partner, between now and December 31st, we're going to put your name in a drawing, and one of you that joins us as a world partner, and that just starts at $25 a month. But what you'll do by being a partner is send us to Bolivia, Ecuador, the Netherlands. I was in Jerusalem for one night last week. Yes, one night. And as soon as I finished, I was there for 5 hours with Phil Driscoll. We had an amazing time. I should have brought this camera with me. We could have put it out on Facebook Live. But it was, yikes. Right there at the King David Hotel. Let me tell you a little story. People think, Israel's such a hard place to share the gospel. Well, a friend picked me up at the airport and drove me to the King David Hotel. And it was a little later at night, but as we pulled up, the Jewish doorman, he was kind of a young guy, about 30 years old. He came and opened the door of the car for me, and they're taking out my bags. And this young Israeli looks at me and says, "Hey, you're that singer, aren't you?" I said, I don't know, depends on what singer you might be talking about. And he leaned over and he whispers in my ear, "I love gospel music." I said, "What?" And he said, "Yeah." And he said, "My buddy over on the other door," now this is at the King David Hotel. He said, "Yeah, my buddy on the other door, he likes gospel music too." And he's over there wagging his head up and down. And so the doorman, the first man who opened the door for me, said, "Now look, I play keyboard and I sing, and if you need help with your concert, I'll be very happy to help you out." So you know what? You just never know. Be bold. Be strong in the Lord. He says, I'm with you wherever you go. What an amazing time. Oh, boy. But if you join us as a world partner between now and the end of the year, we'll put your name in a hat, and we're going to draw out one name for a free trip. International airfare, ground transportation, food, hotel. It'll be worth $4,350, and we're going to give one of those away between now and December 31st. So join us as a world partner. Send us into the nations to proclaim the love and freedom and joy of Yeshua, our Messiah. And then pray and see if the Lord has us pick your name. I promise it, one of you that joins us as a partner between now and the end of the year will get that free trip. Brand new recording, all new music, just a stellar cast. I mean, the best musicians that I've worked with over the years. Paul Mills, who's an award-winning arranger. He did Jerusalem Arise with me. That's where we did Praise Adonai, and These Are the Days of Elijah, and I Enter the Holy of Holies, and on and on and on. And he did the introit, the orchestral introit at the top on my song, Shalom Jerusalem. He's arranging. That's all he does now. He arranges for films, movies. He did the movie Up, I think. It was him or Marcus Sparrow who did Shalom Jerusalem. Anyway, just an all-star cast. Dan Needham. Drums with Michael McDonald, with Peter Cetera, the group Chicago. But he loves the Lord. He's our producer, and he's going to play drums. And the list goes on. And as we go from week to week, I'm going to bring these longer than I thought updates on Facebook Live. And I'll tell you about some more of the people who are going to come and join us. But I'd love to have you be one of those people that joins us. We'll be in a covered auditorium one night during the Feast of Tabernacles. We're not sure which night yet. 12,000 seat auditorium, sound, lights, video. I'm trusting that some of the government officials are going to come and join us because it's going to be so special. We are believing for big things. We have great partners that have joined us to help produce this. And then we believe we're going to take this new production that will release a new sound from Zion, an end times sound out of Zion. with Israelis, Jewish believers, Arab believers, Christian believers from around the world, some of my closest friends and some friends that we haven't met yet. And we'll take it on a world tour. So if you're watching from London, look out. We're going to be there. South Africa, Sydney, Australia, where I've never been to Australia. Looking forward to it. All right, maybe that's enough for right now. We want to invite you, come and join us. I'm getting a sign flashed at me. Oh, some of you are making song requests as we do this. My boss, Nathan, my firstborn, is helping me with this, and he's giving me hand signals and signs. So join us as a world partner. Just click on paulwilbur.com and go to the world partner link. Or sign up with us and join us, fill up that first bus. I'd like to see that happen before August 15th. And we're going to move on to bus number 2. It's the opportunity of a lifetime. And I guarantee you, it will be 10 days that you will never, ever forget. So here's our last request for today. Behold, you've come over the hills and upon mountain. To me you've run, my beloved, you've captured my heart. Dance with One more thing, I just want to give a shout out with that song to our dear friends at the Campbell household. Glenn went to be with the Lord just 2 days ago. And so Kim, if you are watching, we send our love and our blessing to you, Ashley and the boys, and we love you. We are saddened for your loss. We're glad that Glenn is free finally from those chains of Alzheimer's and the all the stuff that goes with it. What a dear man, an American icon. A lot of people knew that that he turned to the Lord these last couple decades of his life, had battles with the drugs and the alcohol and all the stuff, at very public kind of stuff. But what a man. Had a home church in their house, Bible study, Glenn and Kim. He even drove us around one day in Phoenix. We were looking to buy a home by them, and then they moved out to California. But we send our love and friendship to you, Kim, and to the kids, and prayer for comfort, and that the Lord would really do something special in your hearts and your home during this time. Glenn, you're missed. You're a dear man, and I look forward to picking guitars and singing songs with you before the throne. So it's not goodbye, but as we say in Hebrew, litrot. I'll see you soon. Shalom, shalom. Thank you all for watching today, and we'll just surprise you, and we'll come back occasionally, probably every week now, and just enjoy sharing with you by this miracle of Facebook Live. Thanks for watching. God bless you all, and we'll talk to you again soon.